everyone, my name is Tracey Jeffery and welcome to my kitchen. We are about 25 minutes from Belfast in an area of outstanding natural beauty on the very shores of Strangford Lough, and this is where I welcome my corporate and my incentive guests and my leisure groups to make our traditional breads or to make lunch, basically have a cookery experience. I have the good fortune to love what I do, and that is welcoming guests and groups, be they incentive or corporate or leisure groups, into my home. And when they come in here, they will enjoy our local food and drink. Everything that I make will be homemade. So it might be lunch that they come for, or it could be morning coffee. And hopefully the highlight of the experience is where they roll up their sleeves and get floury and make our traditional breads that we celebrate in Northern Ireland. So that would be the likes of soda bread, wheaten bread, our fruit soda bannock and our potato breads. They're griddle breads, so they're ready within 15 minutes and they're absolutely delicious with lots of nice homemade butter and our jams as well. We all sit round the table, the big farmhouse kitchen table, and enjoy local homemade produce, homemade by me, local to this area. All of the ingredients are sourced within maybe a 10-mile radius of my home. And that's my experience, which is called Tracey's Farmhouse Kitchen. Today I am going to do a little bit of making 15s. And 15s would be very much a Northern Irish sweet treat. It's totally local to Northern Ireland. And the reason why they're called 15s, nothing too mysterious about it, is that there are 15 of each ingredient. So it's actually really very easy, and it's a process of just bringing the ingredients together, mixing them up, putting them into the fridge for a couple of hours, and they're ready to eat. So we have got 15 digestive biscuits. So these are the biscuits that we use. You could actually use ginger nut biscuits or oatmeal biscuits, or really any biscuits that you like to eat in your own home. So what I have done with my biscuits is I have just put them into my food processor and whizzed them for a couple of minutes and got a lovely crumb from them. You could use a rolling pin and just kind of bash them about in a freezer bag, and that would do the same thing for you. Okay, so in they go. Next, we're going to need the little glacé cherries, the sweet cherries. So you know at Christmas you would use these and put these into a Christmas cake. Again, I have just chopped these probably into quarters, and I have, guess what, 15 of them. Okay, so in they go into the mix. And when I've added those, I'm going to just mix them around a little bit to try and get them coated in the crumb as much as I can. What I don't want is that they all kind of glue together and then they're kind of in lumps, if you like, in the 15s. I'm happy enough with that. So there they are, nicely mixed in, okay? Got a little bit of sweetness in here for sure. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add marshmallows. Now, who doesn't like marshmallows? Okay, full of sugar, but these ones are fat-free, so there's no guilt there at all, okay? And I've chosen good, big, fluffy, thick marshmallows, and I've cut them into quarters, okay? So I'm gonna add those to my mixture here. Again, give it a little mix around with your hands because you want them to all kind of separate from each other so that they are evenly mixed throughout the 15s. And then to bring all of this together, I'm using some sweetened condensed milk. Okay, so it's definitely a sweet hit for sure. It's a very thick, gloopy kind of a mixture or a consistency. I'm not using a full tin. I'm using about 3/4 of a tin for this, okay? You can add more if you feel you need it, but I don't want the 15s to end up being very wet, okay, and soggy. So I'm just going to mix that in and try to get my digestives and my marshmallows and my cherries as well mixed into the condensed milk as I can. Okay, so don't worry about being quite kind of forceful with this because we're not there won't be any problems there. It'll actually help it. You really want it to be as well coated as you possibly can. I think that's it. I'm just going to to show you now, kind of. So it's got quite a wettish mixture at this stage. And when you have got your mixture ready, just take your, I've used here parchment paper. So greaseproof paper, parchment paper, any of those are perfect. And cut yourself a good long strip of it. In fact, it's probably just slightly longer than a rolling pin. And what I'm going to do then is just take a good handful of beautiful desiccated coconut. So this is just dried coconut, absolutely delicious. If you like coconut, be very generous here with your handfuls, as you can see I am, okay? And then just tip your mixture out onto your coconut, okay? And this is where I'm going to kind of bring the mixture together so that I can roll it up. And I want it to be nicely coated in the coconut. So just with your hands, just bring it all together. And this is kind of, you just need to keep persevering with this until you get it to the stage that you want it to be at, okay? And when you have it reasonably together, we're then going to shape it. But before we do that, I want to put some more on top as well. So just go ahead and coat it nicely with your coconut. Don't be worried, you could never have too much coconut. And then just lift your greaseproof paper or your parchment paper and just tuck it right in. Okay, so just tuck it right in on each and every side and then start to roll it. Okay, tuck your sides in only because it will kind of spill out if you don't. And then roll it up, okay, as best you can. And I'm going to then just put it on a chopping board here. And what I'm going to do is put it in the fridge for about 2 hours or so. By that time, it will be all nicely brought together and it will be quite stiff. Take it out and leave it sitting at room temperature for about an hour before you're ready to cut it. And it will cut up into beautiful slices like this. Each 15 should really have a little bit of the cherries in it and the marshmallows sitting just in a bed of lovely biscuits and coated in coconut. So I'm just going to put a couple here on the plate and I would serve probably about 5 and that would be enough, just about enough for 2 people with a good big cup of Belfast brew. Lovely. Love the coconut. Really chewy, delicious. I'll wait to enjoy the rest. See you later. Thank you. Bye.